Hey y'all, hey everybody, how you doing? Thanks for joining me. Thanks for popping in. Y'all hit the like button on your way, honey. This gonna be a quick one, cause this is the time I have allotted for. But I had to come out here and speak on this real quick, cause this is dysfunctional at a whole new level. Child, I've been listening. Ooh, let me speak to everybody. Hey Chakra King, hey Chlorio, Liz, how you doing? Hey Leela, hey Life's Journey, hey Ned, Lady Key, iPhone user, how you doing? Um, are we playing the same song? Child, I don't know. It's what's on. I'm playing whatever is on. Whatever I think sound nice on. These songs that y'all hearing, they are on the, what do you call it, the stream yard thing, and that's the one I like, so I play that one. But I don't know what everybody else playing. I really don't. And hey D Dot. So anyway, y'all, hey Miss Pretty Wings. I'm gonna and hey everybody if you coming in late. Like I said, please hit the like button. This is gonna be kind of quick. But honey, I had to speak on this, right? So I'm listening to Jay Wilson. Evidently, he had a live, what was it, last night or whatever? And they were on there talking about, well, Jay Wilson first, he started off talking about, so Miss Rhonda running around doing live showing her underwear. I don't know what that's about, but I don't know what kind of madness that is. What is going on around here? Honey, the algorithm is driving people insane. Some people need to be logging off. What is wrong with black people? Black folks ain't, what do these black people live? I'm confused. But anyway, child, this is what I want to talk about, right? So they've been talking, I'm sure y'all been hearing about it. They've been talking about it through a couple of chats all day. So Jay Wilson on his live last night, right? And I'm listening to it. And he started talking about a conversation evidently um that started, I believe on Kimmy's channel, maybe. I could be wrong. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But I thought that's what he said. But anyway, he was talking about that Android lady over there. What is her name? Allie and her husband and this diva tomboyish lady, the black sector people, right? So they over there talking about saying, first I thought they were saying that the diva tomboyish person, and this is just my commentary. I want to speak on this because I am married, okay? And I don't care what sector would it came from, I would have spoke on it, right? Because I just don't understand. This is another, I don't, like I said, I don't know where these people live in the United States of America, what kind of lives they got, what kind of marriages they child, I couldn't be mine. Okay, just let me who are these people? Right. So anyway, he talking, and so I don't know if now it seemed like at first she was trying to say that the diva tomboyish lady um contacted Allie the Sage's husband on Instagram, and then it came out. Then I thought somebody said that Allie the Sage husband contacted the diva tomboyish person on Instagram or whatever, right? And the diva tomboy is supposed to have a husband, and they got out, and it's supposed to be over the course of a couple of years, and all this and all that. See, this is this, and it's been a big deal over here in the beef sector today, and people being all immersed in this nonsense because I even got interested in it because I don't pay no attention to them people over there. But this right here thing, honey, is so ratchet when it comes to what happened to boundary issues. And don't Ella just say as your Android lady, ain't she supposed to be some kind of therapist or something, a psychiatrist or psychologist or something? And I'm thinking, girl, what up? Didn't you learn nothing in school? What happened to boundary issues? Okay, now she passing herself off as this psychologist or psychiatrist or whatever, but girl, but you don't know the basics, boo. Are you okay? And so anyway, they get to talking and going back and forth about the husbands, right? It's absolutely unacceptable. But my thing, let me tell you, this is why I don't understand where these people live. Because let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell you this is why I want to speak on it, right? So I have been doing YouTube for since 2017, right? And before that, I don't like Facebook. Facebook is the devil. But my meaning is, but I was on there for a little while too, but I didn't like it, right? And this how I was on Facebook, and through Facebook it led me through YouTube, right? Because I seen a video from YouTube. I didn't even know that they were doing videos like this on YouTube, right? I just used to come to YouTube to listen to music and jewelry making videos, right? So anyway, since I have been online in total, I think the first time I did a Facebook page was way back maybe in 2011 or something like that, right? And so but I deleted my Facebook page after I came to YouTube, right? So anyway, all of the time that I have been on social media, my husband has never been on social media, right? Now all of these people that we're talking about, well, I don't know how old this what is her name, this diva tomboyish girl is. She sounds like she might be in her 30s or something, I don't know. But anyway, for as long as I've been on social media, my husband has never been on social media. It's just not his thing, right? So as I'm listening to this, and he wouldn't even be letting me do YouTube like this, and it's this long, and being messy online this long, had it not been for $1, right? And the only reason why he dealing with it now is because I get a check every month for it. And if it wasn't for that, child, he'd have been to cuss me out about this nonsense, right? But never would he ever do social media. That's just not his thing. So, but my question is where are these men coming from that they let their wives sit on social media, and not only do they let their wives sit on social media, they involve themselves in the social media. You see what I'm saying? Because my husband don't even want his voice heard on social media, right? And so when he come around the corner and I'm online, he'll look at me and I have to say, "Hold on a minute, y'all." Do you see what I'm saying? So anyway, the first question, I'm like, "Well, where do these people live?" So I'm listening to Jay Wilson, and at one point in time, from what I'm understanding of the story, the 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 alley woman, her husband, is talking to the diva tomboyish, and they got in touch with each other on Instagram. So my first question is, why is she married to a man that's got an Instagram? Especially now, she got to be in her 40s, right? So we are peers, we all around about the same age. And how the hell you got the same hobby that your husband got? And how you got so much time to be on social media? Because if my husband got up one day, got up and decided he wanted to make him a social media account, I'm thinking, well, are you slipping on the funds? Like, ain't you supposed to be working anyway? He got his own hobby. Even his hobby is making money, right? So that just be like me. We got different hobbies. That would be just like me. Like one of my husband's hobbies is he does woodwork, right? It'll just be like me going out in the back to the shed helping him with woodwork, right? Why would I ever do that? Right? So, child, ooh, ooh, I just don't understand. Number one, how the husbands is joining in on social media. So not only that, I heard the Diva Tomboys say that she had the one guy that seemed to be stalking her. His name is Major or something like that, like Mer or Major or something like that, right? And so he supposed to had a conversation with her husband about something that's going on social media. I was like, what the hell? Girl, that got me right there. I couldn't understand. I'm not following. Maybe I'm too old school. I don't know. And so, your husband, child, my husband busy. He busy taking care of home. Child, he ain't got time for all that, right? So anyway, so I heard that. I couldn't understand that conversation. I don't understand what kind of marriages these people have, right? And so, cause my husband would be highly offended by another man wanting to speak to him about anything concerning me at all. Just anything at all. It could be online, offline. He would appreciate no other man trying to have any conversation with him about me. Right. So and in return, I wouldn't appreciate any woman on the planet want to have a conversation with me about him. Okay? Because we don't have a boundary issue, okay? and let alone on social media. Child, he look at me like I'm crazy, like I done fell and bumped my head, like I'm a whole brand new creature. Okay, hey, Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson said, thanks for super chat. He said, husband, my desire for you is strong, but I want to do wrong, cause deep in my heart I know that you're that lady's husband. Come through, Shirley. But oh, he did great singing song. So anyway, so okay, that's the first problem I had with the Diva Tomboyish, her husband talking to another man online about her, right? My husband would be so beyond his, it would never happen, right? We wouldn't even, I can't even say what he would do because it would never happen, right? He is the head of his household, and it just don't work like it in my marriage. I don't know where these people live. I don't know how they do their marriage. I do not understand, right? And so anyway, then the alley person, and as far as it don't matter if she contacted him or he contacted her, for the fact that your spouse can contact another someone of the opposite sex on social media and have it going for a couple of weeks before you find out about it, honey, that's a problem. And so she up here trying to nigga explain away some shit that is absolutely inappropriate, right? I, Now, I deal with the real world when it comes to me and my marriage. And in the real world, I wouldn't have that, let alone online, right? We don't do stuff like that. That ain't how it works, right? Nobody has the right to intervene in your relationship. And if somebody is listening to this, and especially if you're young and you thinking about getting married, honey, nobody is supposed to be contacting your spouse about nothing. Okay? Nobody should have. I never heard of somebody contacting somebody's spouse about anything. Now, if Allie decided his husband contacted this diva tomboyish off social media to ask questions about whatever in the world was going on with her in social media, it sounded like he was thirst trapping, right? So I also heard Allie that say that, or either Diva Tomboy said that Allie's husband was cash apping the Diva Tomboy's person, another man's wife. Cash apping her for what? Are you kidding me? And I'm confused. It sounds like he thirst trapping. It sounds like he ain't got no respect for you. And it sounds like the Diva Tomboyish, she don't have no respect for her husband, you know, because a marriage is a sacred thing. Okay? And I don't understand how all these extra parties are involved unless there's some hanky panky going on. Because I also heard that the Ellie DeSage and her husband allegedly wanted the Clyde Diva to take a trip with them. So you want a single woman that's loose on camera, and evidently your husband is on social media, so he's looking at this loose woman on camera. But you want this loose woman to go on a vacation, this single woman, whether she was loose or not. You want to take a single woman on a trip with you and your husband. Can somebody make that make sense to me? In the first place, ain't nobody going on a trip with me and my husband, no other woman, no other single woman. Okay? Now, we have been on couple trips before, but ain't no single women. That's just not going to happen. Right? And it's not that I don't trust my husband, but I respect the sanctity of my marriage. And in order for me not to have no problems in my house, because you got to know how to run your house. Now, if you know how to run your house, number one, your husband, if you know how to run his marriage and he's supposed to be the head of the household, ain't going to be talking to nobody online about his wife. Now, if you're a woman and your man is contacting another woman online, on or offline, and they've been talking for a couple of weeks or even one time at all, and you had to find out about it, that means you ain't handling your business. That means you don't have no control of your relationship, right? So I don't even understand how that go. So anyway, this is my 2 cents. Let me tell you something. If you don't have no control over your relationship, you don't have no boundaries set forth for your relationship, then you got a problem. Okay. Now I don't know if your problem is insecurity. I don't know if you ain't strong enough to handle that man or that woman. I don't know if y'all are not equally yoked. But you are clearly not equally yoked because that is an embarrassment. For any and for y'all and for them to be having such a cavalier conversation about their spouses being on the internet with them in these precarious situations, just the notion of the thing is this untoward. Okay. I don't even understand that type of thing because that's not how it go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. You got to have boundaries. Okay. You got to be able to establish what it is and what it is that you're not willing to do. And all of this stuff that I heard today, honey, that these people been doing, somebody surely be dead in my house. I don't even understand it. And right, it shows a lack of respect on both parties. Somebody surely done been gone on to glory. Surely done been gone on to glory. That's how deep it get around here. Like I said, I don't know. I think that I guess these people, maybe it's done different in other parts of the country when it comes to black folks. But down here where I live at, in order to keep people above ground, we got to have boundaries, honey. We got to have boundaries. We can't move like that. And Dad said he was sending her money. I wish her mother. I wish. I wish. I am beyond myself. You cashing up in a woman that's not your wife, that you've been talking to in the background without your wife on the phone, and you cash apping her money, and then the wife get on here and tell the world that was going on, and then the other woman that's got another husband admits to talking to your man. So what was Ellie's explanation? This is the first I heard. I thought I heard her say something about her husband like to sew into people or people that they sew into people business. I'm thinking what? It don't even sound right. So I don't know what kind of relationship they got. And I heard the word swinger been thrown out and all this and all that. So my thing is the alley person is the only way you can keep your husband in your house to share him with other women's. Because that kind of got me now. Okay, I heard the Cash App thing, the telephone call thing. Okay, that's too loose. That's disrespectful. And I would bust a motherfucker upside that goddamn head trying to disrespect me like that. Do you hear me? Never would it ever happen. That's what I mean about boundaries. In order to keep people above ground, what we're not going to do is we're not going to disrespect anybody in a relationship so nobody won't have to get hurt. So no blood won't have to be drawn. Okay? Because what I'm not going to do, before you ain't got to always love me. Because when you in a marriage and if you ain't been married, you might not understand this. You're not always going to love me the way that you loved me when we first got married. But what you going to do is you always going to respect me like you respected me before we got married. That's what you going to do. And seeing as how you going to respect me the same kind of way you respected me when we first met each other, I'm going to need you to keep doing it so I won't have to hurt you. Okay? And I won't never have to hurt you because we understand these boundary issues. Because just like you respect me, I respect you. I respect you enough not to disrespect you and make you look stupid in a marriage. And I respect the same thing from you. I ain't gonna do it to you, and I don't want you to do it to me. Okay? That's right, skip the games. You don't never let nobody intervene in your relationship. And for the fact that they think it's normal, for them to explain it away is beyond me. It ain't normal. Okay? I don't like I said, I think we cut from a different cloth in some parts of the world. I don't know. Maybe people is too loose. I will not compromise my dignity, my respect, my marriage, my love, my nothing. Because if I felt enough for you, I felt enough love for you to trust you enough to marry you, I would hope that you would feel the same way about me, number one. And seeing as how we feel the same way about one another, we're not going to disrespect one another, especially with other people, especially online. Now, this online thing, Now that's a whole nother level. Now I'm mostly talking about offline because, like I said, the online thing that would never happen because my husband don't like social media. He think men on social media that do stuff like this, he shake his head about it. He don't know quite what to think. He don't see how they have time in their day to do this kind of stuff. It's not his thing. You see what I'm saying? It's just not his thing. And so, I don't know. Evidently, it's been happening over a course of years, from what I can understand, Chlorio. Now, I could be wrong. I don't understand the dynamics, the inner workings. Cause and one thing that I did hear on Jay Wilson's panel was, that Vic Damone said the reason why they call themselves the black sector is not cause they mostly black peoples. It's cause the sector get so dark. It's so dark over there. Do you see what I'm saying? And so that's why the title of the video is what it is. Now, I had never heard it explained that way before, and it makes sense to me now, right? It's so dark over there. That's why they call themselves the black sector. I thought they was calling themselves the black sector to latch on to, like the old black sector I was calling it. But when he said they call themselves the black sector because it's so dark over there, that honestly makes sense. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if her husband is, well, evidently her husband is in that sector with her. I guess he'd be joining in, talking in the background or something. I don't know what's going on. But that whole conversation with somebody else online, that's thirst trapping to me. Then let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. It's also cheating. Okay? Let me tell you how it's cheating, right? For both of them, let me tell you how it's cheating. So, it's saying in the Bible, you don't have to actually physically cheat in your marriage for it to be cheating, because the thought of a thing is just like cheating. If you even think about it, you might as well go on and do it. Okay? So for both of them to be in marriages and the spouses are talking to one another, it's just like cheating. Now, whether they've, and then this man is paying another woman cash apps or whatever. How are you taking care of our home if you spending our money on another woman that's got another whole man? So that's like another way of cheating. And for them to be over there having a conversation about it in such a blasé manner is beyond me. It don't matter. See, it don't matter who contacted who first. It's just the fact that the conversation was had and the contact was made and responded to in the first place. Okay? And it's just a respect thing. Like I said, it's just some lines you don't cross. And I don't understand how people can be so blasé about their marriage. It was just beyond me. And I'm like, well, hold up, wait a minute. I've never heard anything like this in my life. And people inviting single women to trips and cash apping people. And like I said, I heard they were saying that they thought these people might be swingers or open relationships or whatever the hell's going on, child. Where they do that at? How was that a functional relationship? That's dysfunctional as hell. And another thing I told you about the Android lady was she wasn't nothing but a drunk. So I hear from over the past couple, at least one time, she done came over here drunk as a skunk, acting like a fool. What I tell y'all about that Android lady? That don't make no sense. Let's say an entanglement is content on. That's said her entanglement is content. Well, evidently, honey, it's been going on for years. And the one girl said she was gonna drop receipts and all this and all that. How in the world do another woman got any type of receipt on your man? Where they do that at? How do another woman, let me say that again, have any type of receipt on your man? Child, make it make sense. I just had to come on here and oh Lord, that's like the epitome of dysfunction. I ain't never heard such a thing like that in my life. I was like, Lord have mercy. D-Dot, that wouldn't have been my husband. It wouldn't. Girl, 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 girl. Ooh, child. And then they be all involved with their woman's social media accounts to the point to where the other one husband had a conversation with another man about his wife. Do you know what the hell would happen? Now, I am a strong willed person, right? And I don't take no stuff off of nobody. But even I, with my bad ass, know how far to go. Do you hear me? Even I know how far to go. All right. Even I know when I get the look from the husband, that look mean, look, you might need to calm my way the fuck down. Okay, because I'm about to my limit, so I'm gonna need you to calm down. Now, if you married y'all husband, I'm sure he done gave y'all that look, right? And I don't like that damn look. Because I know in my heart that I done too much and I need to calm down my own self. Okay? That look right there. And like I said, if you got a husband, you know the look. They all got a look. Like they take a whole lot of shit, but they got a look. All right? Now, I don't know what that look would have looked like if I would have had my husband, if I felt like, oh, here's the Diva Time Boss. Get it right if you're going to report it. Okay, Diva, thank you. Good night. If I'm reporting it wrong, because what I said was, first when I came on there, and please let me know, did he contact, this is all I want to know, did he contact you first or did you contact him first? Because first they were saying on Jay Wilson's that you contacted him. Then they were saying, or you were saying that he contacted you. I just want to know who contacted who first, as far as that go. Can you answer me that question? Because that's incredible to me. Now, if he contacted you first and he was sending cash outs, that's called thirst trapping. That's called mentally cheating on your wife. So I just would like to know who contacted who first, number one. Number two, I would like to know, was he in fact thirst trapping? Was he trying to holler at you? Because I don't think nobody asking you the right questions. I'm just saying. She said, Allie, no, her husband sends me money. Child! Oh, Lord Jesus. That woman ain't got no. Do your husband send money to other women's, Diva? And how old are you, Diva? Do y'all see this in the chat? Allie knows her husband sends me money. Never have I ever. My God. Whooch. Uh-uh. 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 Bye-bye. Ooh, I cannot. Anyway, Diva, I got questions. Because, baby, when I say, whoo, that man would have no more brains to send nobody no money. Uh-uh. But I'm sure that's quite a story. I don't understand that. That's thirst trapping to me. But anyway, how old are you, Diva? Because I would like to tell you something about you and your husband, about your husband having a conversation with another man about you. Okay? If you still on her, I would like to tell you something about that. That is opening the door to trouble. I wish she can get my lick if she want to. Oof. I got a few minutes. I should have did this later. But let me know if you want to hit the link. What does Allie's husband drop the link? I don't know if she want to hit the link, Clorio. If she don't, that's fine. She might not want to talk to me about this over here. You know what I mean? But I just heard this and I was taken aback because I've never heard spouses interacting in such a way. Like I really have not. That is not the thing to do. That is not a healthy. That does not breed a healthy marriage. It does not. Women with some age and years on marriage can show. That's why I'm doing the video. That's why I'm doing the video. That's why I'm doing the video. I don't know, Levon. I don't know the inner workings of this of this. Evidently, this has been going on for years. I'm not in that sector over there, and I'm just going on a little bit that I done heard on Jay Wilson's panel, and it don't sound kosher to me. Because I've been married for over 20 years. It don't sound kosher to me. Okay. And so if that diva girl is younger than me, and she's really, really young, and she want to stay married to her husband for a long period of time, this ain't the way to go about it. Okay. It's too much. It's too many other people in your relationship. Hey, J Truth, thanks for the super sticker. It's too many other. You don't invite other people into your relationship because that is inviting trouble. Now, not only so she said Allie's husband was sending her money, sending her cash apps or something, right? Now, my husband would have a problem with that statement as well. My husband want to know, why is this nigga sending you money? That's what my husband would want to know. Why is this nigga sending you money? That'd have been the first question out of his mouth. And like I said, um, the fact that her husband had a conversation with the other dude on social media, why my husband would have been wanting to know, what does this nigga want to talk to me about? Why is this nigga wanting to talk to me about you? What the fuck conversation are y'all having? Why y'all arguing back to the and forth to the point to where I gotta intervene? What the fuck is really going on? Now those are the questions that my husband would have wanted to have with me, but never would he have ever had a conversation with another man about our relationship, about his wife. That just wouldn't have never happened right there. Number one. Okay. And as far as an alley person go, and her husband sending another woman money, and her husband talking to another woman on the phone, baby, Allie, that means you don't got no control over your relationship, let alone your man. Y'all got boundary issues. Y'all got trust issues. Y'all got boundary issues. You ain't got no control over that man or your relationship. Is that why you drink so much? Because you're not in a happy marriage? Well, you're not in a respect for marriage, because marriage ain't always happy. It's hard work to be married, okay? All right? It's hard work to be married, okay? The number one thing you can do for your marriage, if you wish it to be a long marriage, is establish boundaries. Do you see what I'm saying? It's to establish boundaries. That's the first thing you do. So all of this stuff that I done heard is beyond me. I don't understand who these women are. They are clearly not equally yoked with their spouses. Okay? And it's a lot going on. I don't understand. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just giving a word to the wise. Don't shoot the messenger. This ain't the way to go about it. Uh I just have never in my life heard of such a thing. Ever. I can't never let another bitch get that familiar with my motherfucking man. I know that, right? And I can't never have my motherfucking man think he comfortable enough in a relationship to talk to, let alone send money to, but talk to somebody else on that level. All right. We can't never get that comfortable. And I would never ever assume that I don't respect my husband if I need my husband to talk to another man online about me. I would never assume to be comfortable enough to even go back and forth online with all of this, the doxing and all of this and all of that, and he harassing me and blah blah blah. Child, I could never get that for me with another man, online or offline. I would never be that comfortable. I don't know what would happen. Like it's some boundaries that don't need to be tested, because when you let stuff in your relationship like that, it's not going to be a long relationship. It's not going to work. Unless but there's newfangled marriages. One shoe don't, one size don't fit all. And just let me say it like that. One size don't fit all. Right. But marriage is supposed to be a sacred union for a reason. Okay? It is because you are supposed to move as a unit. That's what it means to be equally yoked, right? And so when I say my boundaries were established long before I got married, that's what I mean by that, right? Because I ain't see my mom and my daddy acting like that, right? And so I wasn't finna act like that, you know. And I'm the type of person where I'm big, whether I'm bigger about the respect. I care more about the respect aspect of it as I do um just like a whole lot of other things, you know. Now, if we get married, clearly we love each other for better or for worse. For better or for worse, you always got to respect me. All right. And if you sending cash apps to another woman, and if you're doing all this and all that, you ain't respecting me. And in return, I'm not respecting you. All right. And that's all I was trying to say at the end of the day. Respect and boundaries. They are some of the keys to longevity in a relationship, right? In the first place, me and my husband, we can be arguing up and down for a whole week in this house. Do you hear me? But when we step out that door together, nobody will ever know that we into it. All right. So from the time we step out to the public until the time we close these doors behind us, we are a unit. Now, in these doors behind the scenes, behind closed doors, it could be on and popping. It could be on and popping. Do you hear me? But when we step out in public, all that is to the wayside. I would never invite anybody into my relationship. Ever. Ever. We a unit out in the public. Like I said, in this house, it's on. It's on in the house. But it ain't never gonna be on to the world. Never is that ever gonna happen. It ain't never gonna be on to the world. Now, I don't know if that's an old school frame of mind or what the hell. And like I said, you will never, and then as far as my husband going, I'm gonna get off for y'all. But my husband sees what I'm doing online as this is woman stuff to him. In his mind, this woman stuff. So, you know what I mean? So that's the way he view it. I ain't saying there's nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong for men to be online and do whatever it is that they do online. But when it comes to how it is in my house, that's right, a house divided cannot stand. You're right about that life journey. A house divided cannot stand. But yeah, he see this as woman stuff, you know. And so yeah, he ain't never did the social media thing. It's just not his thing. He work with his hands. Uh, he a provider and a protector. He ain't got time for this shit. And like I said, if I wasn't getting a check every month from it, a little bit of check, just a little bit of money, just something to show for it, I wouldn't be doing this. Okay, I'd have been cussed out, and I'd have been done with YouTube a long time ago. Okay, it done been, it been put by the wayside. All right, it been put by the wayside. All right, child. It's just and I don't disrespect my husband either, and he don't disrespect me. And if he feel like it's something is detrimental to my mental health or any other type of health, then it's just not gonna happen, right? And that's why I didn't understand how that Diva Tomboy said her husband had a conversation with the mayor or the whoever the hell the person is about her. I didn't understand that because like uh no, that would never happen, you know. And if something ever got so deep online, now number one, I would never let nothing get so deep online where I felt like I would have to contact my husband about anything. That means that it's time for me to log off. That's ridiculous. This is social media. This ain't got nothing to do with my world. That's why people be talking about, well, I'm gonna sue this person, I'm gonna sue that person, I'm gonna take a warrant out on you. You gonna appear in court, you gonna do this, and you gonna do you know how that is embarrassing? For how embarrassing that would be for somebody like me to have to deal with some nonsense like that. That is uber embarrassing. I don't live my life. I talk a lot of stuff online, honey, but online is online. But in my real life, oh hell no. Ugh. Hell no. I can't imagine. Oh Lord. Bye bye. But I ain't judging nobody. I'm just saying, y'all. This some newfangled stuff right here. Uh it's dysfunction at its highest rate. And for somebody that's supposed to be coming out here and they pretend to be so logical, and I'm thinking, okay, so you saying all this and all that, Allie, right? It seemed like, girl, you don't know the basics. Are you not applying any of it? Do you, or you're not applying? Okay, you went to school for all this and all that. You only use a couple of bit words, catchphrases to make the people in the dark sector think you smart. Or you actually done what you say you done. But I get it, girl. I ain't trying to blow you out the water. But are you? And it makes sense to where you're not applying what you learned in school, right? To your own world, right? It makes sense because if you don't know what you don't know, right? And so, but I right, it should be common sense, D dot. Yeah, but hold on, y'all, hold on. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. I don't. We done talked up uh the man of the house, and I'm gonna have to get off of here, right? I was trying to talk as fast as I could because I know I was cutting it close, child. But I'm gonna have to get off here. I'll try to come back and finish this conversation a little bit later on, if I can. But let me get off of here, right? Because like I said, honey, oh child, things at home they come first, right? And I don't need no problems, child, about social media. Other people might not mind having problems about social media, but I got problems having problems about social media. All right, too much real world stuff going involved in my life. But anyway, y'all please hit the like button on your way out the door. Please hit the one if you enjoyed this conversation. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. I hope somebody got something out of something that I said. And you know, you never let any third parties in your world, especially when it comes to your marriage, right? And so I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Y'all be safe out there. Um, okay, be good now, ciao. Bye bye. Peace.